I got this bike from a friend of mine who inherited it from a family member, and it sat in his garage for a solid 15 years. Didn't know if it ran, didn't know the condition. I got it home, changed the battery and the fluids, and I was riding it a couple hours later. Changed the tires the next week and took off on a 700-mile round trip to Charleston.
There you go. So it's been pretty reliable?
So far.
No issues?
A couple. It's tried to kill me twice.
Yeah, what's the worst way it tried to kill you?
They're equal. On the way home from back road barbecue run, the axle nut back completely off, and the axle almost came out of the swing arm. And on the way home from Hideaway, the chain broke and locked the damn sprocket to the swing arm and tried to kill me a second time. So,
but you're able to ride it out both times?
Yeah, correct.
That's a credit to your riding skills, right?
Correct.
There you go.
I guess, I don't know.
Tell me what you like about this event.
Oh, it's just,
You've been here since day one?
Correct. Since the first number one where there was like 12 people. I like the fact that...
How has it evolved in the last 5 years? Is it getting better or getting worse?
Just changing with the times.
Yeah.
I think this year has been the best ever because I've actually got to hang and talk to people and catch up with people that I never get to spend time with.
Yeah.
It's just been like a family reunion. It's the people that have showed up in the past, and it feels just like a down-home grassroots event. I love it.
Yeah.
I love this stretch of river. I love the people that own the campground. It's been great.
I've been to a lot of motorcycle events. This is the only one that I can think of that's quite this deep into the mountains and backwoods, and it's a little bit of an endurance run to get in here, or an endurance. I don't know, it's a great spot. I mean, look around you, it's awesome.
Because of like Justin Beecham got me into the whole motorcycle thing, the chopper thing. This is my first time. I'm having a really good time. Floated down the river, ate some really good food, having a good time, watched the fucking wedding, you know, so far I could say it's like 10 out of 10. I mean, exceeded my expectations for what I was coming to today.
Yeah, so starting with this gas tank, it originally belonged to Click Baldwin. It was on his first bike, it was a 69 iron-headed chopper. He had it painted in 1971 and ran it for about a year.
that took it off. He kept it for the next 40 so years. He passed away, unfortunately, about 10 years ago. And I got this tank from his wife, and I made a deal with her that I would build a whole bike around it.
Right.
And so Rusty Nash and Merle Zimlich painted the old tank fender and frame and all to match it. Pieced together the bike, and this is what we ended up with. It's a 67 Shovelhead motor and a 53 panhead frame.
Okay.
Yeah, with an extended panhead wide glide front end. I got two standard ones on the left side. I got the Bluetooth ones on the right side.
Nice, nice.
It's a good spare set if I ever need them for the other side.
Yeah, it's like a dirt bike. You just switch over to the other one.
Right.
Old two-stroker.
Yeah.
We decided to get married at Twin Rivers Chopper Campout because it was the least inexpensive avenue to make sure all of our friends were in one place at one time.
Was it everything you expected it to be?
Actually, it was more than what I expected. Yeah, it was great.
Remember years ago, I went to an event my buddies invited me to, and I didn't know what a chopper was, barely even knew what a Harley was, and I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. So a couple years later, I said, well, hey, why don't I start something like that? So here we are.
So here we are in Crumpler, North Carolina at the Twin Rivers Family Campground. This has been the location for the Twin Rivers Chopper Campout for the last 4 years. What you can see here is your typical RV style campground right here on the new river. And everybody's got a canoe, a float, and they're ready for a day of fun on the river with friends and family, which typically is not what would go well with the Chopper Campout. But as we swing the camera, what you'll see is the new river takes a hard horseshoe turn right when you get to the end of the RV portion of the campground. And that puts the Chopper Campout in a totally isolated section of the campground where nobody over here in the RV park can hear any of the noise, any of the burnouts, any of the revelry, anything at all that is going on all night down there, which makes it the perfect location. You know, it's scenic, it's right here on the river, but there's nobody coming around to bother anybody for making noise after 10 o'clock or staying up too late. So we'll head over there next and you can check out the actual campground where everybody will be staying on their bikes this weekend. Yeah, so once you've managed the Hell Road, it starts opening up a little bit into the campground itself. Got room for tents, vans on both sides of the road, but it's still pretty narrow all the way down. It keeps people spread out, gives everybody kind of their own space. You're not on top of each other. So it makes for a pretty nice weekend of camping. I mean, if you want it, basically everybody can be right on the river, or you can get up in the trees a little bit if you want to be a little further back. But there's no bad campsites here. Everywhere is an awesome spot to be in for the weekend. things go last night?
Not very good. Not very good. Got a little out of hand.
I'm hung up with fucking life.
Quote Willie.
All we know is Willie got work one day.
Our campfire was a citronella candle.
But now it in rivers.
It got spilt. There's wax everywhere.
Papa bear crawling out of his skin and threw it in the river.
This guy right here was in a great mood all night in the tent, and then he got pissed off right at the end of the night and said he was going home. But he was in a great mood, even when he was saying that.
I got this from my let me get Derek's helmet out of this. Oh yeah, his ratty spiked helmet. I got it about a year ago. Last 4th of July we hauled it down. It was like a family friend, and it was the guy that I had gotten the harness from. He had like knuckleheads and all the bikes, and sadly he got Alzheimer's. So his wife sold his bikes off and hit me up and said, "Do you want the new one or the old one?" I said, "That old one."
Yeah.
And he said, "Give me the."
Yeah, not the new one.
Yeah, and it was like a.
She got a new Sportster this panhead. Which one do you want?
It was like a bright orange. It was an orange bagger to match the '71 Camaro. So it was a sweet bagger, but I was like, no. And when I got it, I was just telling him somebody had spray painted the whole bottom case. It's just the whole levers in black. Which I was at first, I was like pissed. I'm like, that's gonna be at night.
You know, we'll have to edit out when you said sweet bagger though.
Oh right, yes. I had to take all the paint off the port end and everything, get it over the toothbrush.
Those are your waiters, those are your waiters.
Yeah, man.
It looks good now though.
I'm dumped it getting off the thing, but you know, it's got the bagger. It's got the FLH bags on it. It's good.
Yeah.
JD Mears from west side of Atlanta. It's a 48 EL bottom end, obviously shovelhead top. It's a 70 Survivor setup. It kicks when it wants to. It runs. It rides. But I like it being kind of old and crusty and just hanging out doing the thing.
Pan. It's a Paco frame. Pete Hill out of Greenville, South Carolina did the motor.
Oh yeah, Pete Hill, famous knucklehead drag racer.
Yep. And man, I don't know. It's just parts that I've collected over the years, man, and done this bike several times.
Yeah. What's the longest trip you've done on it?
Probably from where we're from in Greer, South Carolina, up to Columbus, Ohio.
Yeah.
It's about the farthest I've gone.
Yeah. Runs good on the highway?
Oh yeah, it runs good. Just you can't run 90 miles an hour all day long. And it takes, twice as long as whatever your little map thing said.
Yeah. We got stopped for gas.
Hour trip, it's a 14-hour day, man.
We get about 60, 70 miles out of that tank.
Maybe 80.
Yeah.
So
on a downhill.
85. Yeah, if you lucky.
Yeah.
You can get from Asheville almost to Knoxville, man.
Yeah.
So that's 100 miles.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Well, I ran out going up 40. So
yeah, that's not
almost
so good.
Knoxville.
Yeah.
But it's been a lot of fun, and I don't know, just made the sissy bar at work, little shifter and stuff, made it work. I've got a blacksmithing buddy who's made a couple of pieces over here for me. Jason Anderson out of Taylor, so.
Best friend, him and I went and get this thing for him. Bought it in Asheville over there. It was old Saddle Brown bought it. He rode it for a few years, painted it, he rubbed it a lot. Loved it a lot, didn't ride it much. I finally talked him out of it about 4 years ago.
How long had he had it?
He had it since 86.
Dang. And what year is it?
The 77.
Uh-huh.
He worked at Ford garage. That's left over Ford implement blue and implement white paint.
Free stuff.
Yep, an old buddy painted it for him. It sat around, and when I got it, I tinkered through it, put an oil pump on it, did pan over on the piston rings. It had 9,500 miles on it.
Man.
And now I've got almost 18,000 miles.
There you go.
It's my Cadillac.
Yeah. That's right.
You go in the curves, it just floats.
Yeah. As long as you got those springs set right.
Yeah, that manual says exactly how many springs to put, how many spaces to put against your weight. Once you got it set right, it's right.
Yeah. Twin Rivers, why you like it? You've been to every one.
What?
You've been to every one, right?
I've been to every single Twin Rivers event. I will not miss it. One, we consider this our vacation. It's the best event. It's the best location. It's the best people. You meet people like this, and all of a sudden you're family. You meet guys like this, and now you got a mechanic you can call real quick. Hey man, something's broke. I need a hand, buddy. It doesn't get any better than this. The environment doesn't get any better than this. It can't. It
73 Shovelhead, built 11 years ago now, I think. With my Shade Tree brothers, just get me an old bike, hang out with them.
I just like the bottom.
A lot of rough miles on it over the years. Fresh rebuild the past 2 years on it. And
Is this a stock motor? Is it stroke?
No, it's 93 inch now.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's that to kick over?
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. This time good. It started the first kick.
Once the tune goes south, the knee starts to hurt.
It does pretty good on some slow races.
I've seen it.
For low.
I like doing the bike games. It's fun. But yeah, it's my baby. It's tattooed on my back and VIN numbers on my arm.
Be damn.
Have some easy take on stuff.
So this is our 4th year coming up to Twin Rivers. But Zach and Danny put on an awesome event here. This campground is like right on the river. All the sites are prime. And it's really cool. This year it's a little bit more mellow. They didn't do any
Definitely laid back.
yeah, no vendors or raffles or anything. It's just everybody hanging out. And other than that, man, it's just a bunch of friends hanging out. We've like met over the last 4 years. A lot of these people come to we've got like a great little circuit of events here in the Southeast, and a lot of these people are at the same ones. So it's cool. We get to see each other 3 or 4 times a year, people that we wouldn't see otherwise. And that's what makes these events and other events all over the place awesome.
Yeah. You truly become family.
Coming every year because I get to unlock core memories with my best friends. I like loud noises. It's a really good time. I think not many people get the chance to, hang out for this long, take off work, travel, see the open road, Blue Ridge Mountains. It's beautiful.
How many years have you been coming?
This is my 3rd year in a row.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, 4th.
Yeah.
4th year.
It gets better every time.
Yep. I also like it because it rains and it weeds out the week.
No rain this year though.
Bummer. But it is smaller this year, which is actually awesome.
Yeah.
Last year was gnarly.
Yeah.
No, it's always fun. It's good times, good people. And Zach's the man, and then I love supporting his ass.
Well, it's 1974 Shovelhead. Built the motor from the crank up, just kind of piece by piece, and took about 3 years to build.
Sounds about right.
Because of money and you know how things go. I actually bought the motor just as a bottom end.
Yeah.
And for $200 actually.
Oh, not bad.
So got a pretty good deal on it. Into the bike totally. I made out pretty good.
Yeah.
So nothing really too crazy about it.
How was that coming in to here? Coming down there? Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
Yeah.
It wasn't bad. The stopping at a intersection.
Yeah.
On a hill.
Yeah.
A little sketchy, but
yeah.
Other than that.
Yeah, because you don't have anything to hold your bike still but your other foot.
Right.
Yeah.
So you gotta just know where neutral's at.
Yeah. Get into it quick.
Yeah. Yeah.
There you go. I'm shooting video for Deadbeat Customs.
I'm Chris Edwards from Mount Airy, North Carolina. This is my 1988 Sportster Evo chopper. It's a stock 98 frame with a lowbrow hardtail section. All the brass minus the throttle control and the gas cap that were made by me. I'm a machinist, so I make everything for the most part. But I ain't got a lowbrow stamp. I made it or found it in a pile of junk. Yeah, I did the paint. The only thing I didn't do is I didn't do the flames. I had a buddy of mine do the tape work for the flames. I made the seat then, but my friend, I had him do the leather work. Not that good at sewing, so I stick to the machining. So,
yeah. Came out great.
Yeah, thanks, man.
How long have you had it together?
I've had it together. I finished it July last year.
Done any big trips on it yet?
No, mostly within 100 miles. 50 has been the average for me for the most part.
Yeah.
I put a lot of miles on it, just short distance.
Grocery getter.
That's right. I have gotten milk on this thing from my son. I strapped it to the Sissy bar.